The next thing we want to do is to insert a picture into our Google Doc. So I'm going to come up to the Insert button and choose Insert Image. For this option, we don't want to upload or pick an image from that we already have saved on the computer. We don't want to take a snapshot. We don't want to find it by URL. We're not going to look in our pictures on the computer. We don't have it in our Google Drive, but we're going to search. So when we search for an image, it will automatically pick images that are labeled for commercial reuse with modification, meaning they are copyright free for the most part. So if I want to search for Paul Revere, because the poem is about him, I will type in his name and then click search, and it will give me a variety of images. As I look through, I can take a little look at where they got the pictures from, and I can look through the different variety of pictures that they have. So it looks like for this one, I think I'm just going to go with this image up here of Paul Revere's ride, and then I can click select. Once I select the image, it will put it into the Google Doc, and when I actually click on the image, I'll get some new tools over here. So if I'm not clicked on the image, I don't see a variety of photo editing tools, but when I click on it, then I'll see more tools. So coming up here, the first option is a line color, so I could put a line around my image by choosing a line color, or I could take it away by choosing none. I think I'm going to add a thin black line around the image to make it look nice. I could change the line weight to make it look a little thicker, or just leave it at 2 point. That's the next option. Next is the line dash. I could make little dots or dashes around the image instead of a regular line if I'd like. The next tool is the crop image button. Now once you click the crop image button, you will have some options around the edges of your image. And if you just drag those in a little bit, you can crop it to the part where you really want. And once you have it cropped to what you really want, you can hit enter or return to actually do the cropping of the image. And then the last option under the photo editing is to reset the image. So I'm happy with what I have here. Also, when I click on the image, I have the options of inline, wrap text, or break text. And you can kind of play around with what that means. When you click wrap text, it will go in the middle of the text. But I usually like to keep it at a certain spot. And then break text, it will put it on top and below, or inline, it will actually be right in line with the text. So those are some other options. Another thing you can do when you insert a picture in a Google Doc is to click on it and adjust the size of the image by using the squares in the corners. I can drag the square in and let go to make it smaller, or drag the square back out to make it bigger. It's important that you use the squares in the corners, because if you use the squares in the middle, it will stretch the image and not maintain the same shape that it was before. So make sure you use the squares in the corner to adjust the size. The last thing we're going to talk about in this lesson is how to use the revision history. Let's say you have something that's very important in your document and you accidentally delete it. The first thing you could try to do is to go to the undo option, and often that will get it back. Or you could use edit, undo, or redo. But if it's not that simple and that doesn't fix the problem, you could always look at your revision history, which shows appears as all changes are saved in Drive. But when you click on that, you'll actually see a little bit more revision history. So at this time today, I started this document and here's what it looked like. And then today, a little bit later, I have a lot of things in here and it looks differently. I could even show more detailed revisions by clicking on this button at the bottom, and I could see all the different changes I made. And let's say I really just wanted to work on this document from a few minutes ago, but not when I accidentally deleted all my work. So I could choose the version that I like, and that looks like it's what I need, and I could hit restore this version. And then my work from the time when I had my work there is restored, and I'm back working on that same document.